Ramblin' Man back on the road with you. I have the Osmo Action 4 camera in place. I have the DJI wireless mic 2 inside with Bluetooth connection. As I walk you through my journey about trying to transition away from GoPro, I like the Ace Pro, but we sent it back. Trying this Osmo Action camera 4, I guess it is. Now I'm changed the sharpness settings. I think one of the things I thought sharpening it up, taking it up to +2 would look better, and frankly I think it was a little too sharp. And so ripping off some ideas from forums and other videos, I've put the sharpness on -2 and noise reduction at -1. We're going to see how this looks, and then I'm going to stop. I have the field of view as wide. And we'll see how this looks. Personally, I don't mind the sound of this Bluetooth microphone. I know people will say Bluetooth sucks. Sounds fine to me. And for what I'm trying to accomplish, and to not have it be wired is just a nice thing. To not have to worry about how fickle, you know, on the GoPro that was. Now I did get the magnetic tape that I ordered. Just as an update on that, this morning I removed what was 3M double-sided tape holding in the original magnet that went with the DJI microphone, which is a very strong magnet. The magnetic tape sucked. The adhesive on the back of this magnetic tape I bought was good. It held good. 3M usually does. But the magnet was just pathetic. Like, it basically, you might, I guess I should have been able to tell from their example of using it to hang postcards on a refrigerator. It might do that, but it certainly wasn't going to hold this microphone good enough, this transmitter. So I'm back to having it in the front with the dead cat just slightly on my mouth. Actually, the way I repositioned it, the transmitter is just slightly on my mouth or cheek. Saw a guy's site where he made a bunch of comparisons to the settings, and honestly I couldn't tell much difference, but he pointed out they were on the edges. Alright guys, so I just made one change. So we're at 4K 30. You know, -2 on sharpness, -1 on noise reduction. But the change I made was to put it in ultra wide view again. Again, meaning that's what I had when I first started out. Alright, we'll see how this looks. I'm going to do another test with this ultra wide, because the guy going 37 miles an hour in a 55 was kind of bothering the test. Alright guys, we're back out. I made another change. I left all the settings the same except the field of view. This is standard. This is standard view. This camera has 3 field of view settings: ultra wide, wide, and standard. And this is standard. So what do you think? Can you tell a difference? You certainly should be able to tell a difference between standard wide and ultra wide. Any preferred view? Now the other thing that has an impact is the positioning of the camera, and I ended up adding a mount extension back in just so I could tilt it back a little bit further. All right, we're back one more time. I've made 2 changes. I put it back on ultra wide view. And I've taken sharpness to -1 instead of -2. You know, I guess the camera has like sharpness goes from -2 to +2. I left noise reduction at -1 as well. So we have noise reduction -1, sharpness -1. I believe out toward the edges is where I saw some differences pointed out on other videos as you messed with the noise reduction. I was trying to understand what that did exactly. I thought some of the footage I recorded that I'm still editing, that will be up by the time I post this, it looked, I know it sounds odd to say, but it looked a little too sharp. But the thing that I'm struggling with is, to me, the objects in this camera appear to be far off, like in a weird rear view mirror sort of way, rather than just like what my eye is seeing. I felt like the GoPro and the Ace Pro were kind of capturing what my eye saw. Whereas I felt like some of the footage in this camera looked like a funhouse distorted image, especially the ultra wide view of this. And for that reason, I'm probably going to switch it back to wide at this stop, but we'll see what this looks like. By the way, you can make these changes using your phone that I'm making, or it's so easy to pop this device off of the magnetic mount that I decided I'm just going to do it by hand with the camera. Battery soon. I made a couple changes. We're back to the wide angle view, and we're +1 on sharpness, -1 on noise reduction. So this is the wide view, +1 on sharpness, -1 on noise reduction. That was a turtle in the road. Alright, this setting is on my first saved profile. This was a setting I ripped off of a YouTube channel, but kind of modified it. Field of view should be wide. Everything else is in auto. I'm using rock steady mode on all of these. I think from here, this may conclude some of my footage. I may run back home and see if I can download some of this real quick to look at it on a computer screen and see if there's any other test I want to run. Don't have too much time left. Kind of prefer to test this in the bright sunlight, but it has just been so hot. It's 93 now, but at least with the sun down, it's not beating right on us. Whoop, there's that turtle.